There was no Filipino casualty in the wildfires in Los Angeles, California. That's according to the Foreign Affairs Department. The DFA, though, reported that over 200 Filipinos in LA were affected. They were among those whose houses were burned down by the wildfire. Around 700,000 Filipinos are staying in California in the United States.
Walang Filipino family na kumontak sa amin, sa inyo sa media, or sa LA, na say may missing silang kababayan. Walang Filipino casualty. However, hindi pa na-identify yung 24 or so burnt bodies.
Yun. Kasi 'di ba there are casualties sa 24. Yan sinasabi nga ni Yusek De Vega, wala naman daw Pilipino doon. Pero yun nga, medyo matagal-tagal na ito nangyayari, itong wildfire na to. And of course, tinitingnan din of course natin yung environmental impact nito doon sa states, diba, sa California specifically, like yung air quality, diba, bumababa na dahil talagang tuloy-tuloy yung mga fires dyan, yung usok. And of course, yung mga particles daw ng apoy na yan, pwede din mapunta sa sa shore, sa waters, no, which will also affect yung kanilang karagatan doon.
Pero moving forward, ang gusto nila pag-usapan once makarecover na lahat daw and post-mortem starts is yung matagal ng usapin about Altadena and yung Palisades area, that they're not really meant to be lived in, considering kasi the terrain is very dry, diba? And it can be cold, it can be hot, pero just the same, very, very dry ang terrain, and it just takes a small spark daw to ignite a massive forest fire like this. Kaya sinasabi nila, moving forward, how do we address preventive measures? Tapos, yung response, yung kahinaan ng water.
Yes.
Kasi a massive wildfire, sabay-sabay nag-plug in yung mga firemen sa mga fire hydrant. So, nung sabay-sabay sila, the others, ang hina na ng pressure. They were not able to combat yung mga sunog sa ibang parts ng
right.
Palisades area.
Kasi lahat sabay-sabay sila.
Sabay-sabay. So, are they really prepared? Ang tanong nila is, this area really prepared to fight a massive fire like this? Kumbaga parang dinesign lang nila yung town na hindi naman mangyayari ito nangyari, di ba?
Pero parang ilang months sila dry yung season dyan, di ba? So ngayon, inaabangan nila yung napipintong pag-ulan within the area. Pero sana naman daw, hindi naman ganun kalakas. Kasi it's going to be a problem as well kung malakas yung ulan tapos massive flood naman yung kanilang kalaban doon. So,
mind you, it doesn't need to be hot para yung area mo siya prone to fires. Pwedeng siyang extremely cold pero dry ang condition mo. 'Di ba? Isipin mo yung mga leaves, yung mga bark ng trees na nalalaglag, yung grass na tuyo dahil hindi man umuulan. Di ba before the wildfires happen, ang huling tikim ng ulan daw ng lupa was October.
Yeah, months talaga yung binilang. Talagang super dry yung paligid nila doon. And eventually nga, nagkita na finally si Governor Newsom, ang governor ng California, and President Donald Trump. At nagkamayan sila at nagsabi nga na ready sila na tanggapin kung ano man yung tulong na ibibigay ng Trump administration. For context lang, kasi syempre before, alam naman natin, ang governor ng California ngayon, si Newsom, is Democrat, from the Democratic Party.
For context then, before we move on, I think it was 6-7 months ago, even before the presidency of Trump, he came out on social media and after looking at LA, sabi niya, this place, this place is prone to fire. Kasi land developer si Trump so nakita na niya yung terrain. Sabi niya, if they don't do something about it or wet the ground, something's gonna happen. And true enough, may nangyari na. So, let's see what happens moving forward.
Pero kasi diba parang meron din criticism sa kanya ngayon because sinasabi niya, I want voters ID first before we give out help, etc. Si Donald Trump.
Ewan pa, I don't know.
May ganong issue.
Baka kasi may mga issues na hindi taga doon, kumukuha ng aid. Parang gawain natin dito. So,
sa ano?
Sa ayuda.
Okay.